Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is about the progression of consciousness. We have come a long way in both our awareness and our ability to incarnate consciousness, and in our awareness of our relationship with consciousness. So I'm going to give you a historical perspective. More than 2,000 years ago, as a collective group, we had an experience of God, however you want to define God, as being this gray-haired, gray-bearded, vengeful being in the sky. Vengeful, would get mad at you, would throw frogs and plagues down on you, and turn you into a pillar of salt. And it's a very, just you can see the distance in the relationship. And then 2,000 years ago, there was an acceleration of consciousness where the distance lessened. One realm of philosophy defined God as a father. One belief system defined God as a father. Another realm of it talked more about the nature of all of us. And it was a closer relationship. And there was more of a focus on love. And that's kind of how it's been for the last 3,000 years, has been this evolution and a closer experience. And now we're having an even closer and deeper experience where we are acknowledging consciousness within. It's inside ourselves. I'm going to back up a little, because when you're viewing things from the perspective of your body personality, this is my body personality, and it's very limited, and I only see things in terms of life and death, and is this going to kill me? And so more than 2,000 years ago, when you're looking at it as a collective of body personalities, and we're just all behaving as a group, and we're feeling like ants with a big foot coming at us, is how it felt like. That's from the personality perspective. But if you realize that you are consciousness, that's where that you are consciousness coming into form, and that's how close you could get to where form was in its development. And then we had a shift of consciousness where we could embody more, but we still felt distanced from the essence of who we are. So it was more of a parental relationship, and we're the child, if you're viewing it again from the form, the body personality. And so then we've had this shift of consciousness now where we're all embodied a little bit more, and we're feeling it more within us. And that's where the turn within and find the God within us comes from still from the body personality perspective, but if you look at it from consciousness incarnating, it's like as consciousness we can get more in the body, as a consciousness we can be more in here to experience the world. And what this means for this shift is there's more responsibility, because we have more of an ability to respond. There's more of a chance of us being a grown-up, because now we are the parent. We are our own parent. There is more choice. It feels like there's always choice, but it feels more like choice, because we have the power within us. We have the power. And we feel more access to the knowledge. So it is not only access to the cosmic internet, it is that we are the cosmic internet. It is more coming in and through us. We have access to all the information of all that has ever been. In other traditions, we might call it the Akashic Records. I'd like to see it as the cosmic internet. So you are consciousness, and when you shift your awareness to operating as consciousness, when I make choices as consciousness, and when I view things as consciousness, it changes my reactions and my perceptions and my interactions and my choices. I make different choices when I realize I am consciousness. Suddenly the world is not happening to me, or something out there has more power than I do. It may, in the illusion, I will step back and look at it from a bigger picture. Oh, look, I have created a situation where I am experiencing some powerlessness, and this thing seems to be more powerful than me. But in truth, when I am acting as consciousness and I am in my own space, there's nothing more powerful. When I feel powerless, then I am giving up space to something outside myself. When I drop that, this is where they, admit powerlessness. I am powerless over such and such. Really what you're doing is you're dropping the focus or the obsession on that. You're dropping that, and it gives you a chance to look within. So how does that change things for you when you sit with that information and you start viewing things? It's not even like viewing it through a different lens, but it's like shifting the perspective on how you view things. How does that change things for you? How does your life change when you act as consciousness, operate as consciousness, make choices as consciousness? What kind of choices do you make now as consciousness? What is different, or what would be different about your day as consciousness? Lots of things to think about. But I tell you, when you shift in this awareness, this is really when the true miracles happen. And synchronistic and serendipitous things show up without you really having to do anything. These opportunities they just like dance across your path. And you may not have won the lottery, but you feel like you've won the lottery. Suddenly you're out of survival and worrying about these things because everything is available to you. So play with this for the next few days, and I'll talk to you again on another Mystic Musings. If you want to find out more about me, you can click on my website, joan-newcomb.com is the link. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can sign up to receive emails from me and receive more of these Mystic Minutes. And on my website, I have all sorts of groovy things. You can follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for the next Mystic Minute.